All right. I wanted to share a really cool update. I think it was just a couple of weeks ago, and I'll put a link down below about the Memento podcast app. Now, the reason I'm interested in this is because at least on Android, there hasn't been, or I haven't found a good solution for taking highlights or transcripts out of the podcast that I'm listening to and easily getting those somewhere else. I can pause the podcast app and, go into Obsidian or Rome or whatever I'm using and write my notes real quick. But it's not as neat as having what we're starting to see now in some podcast app where you can tap a button and get a transcript of 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is. So when I came across Memento, I thought, wow, this is really neat. And you can manually export, and you could even manually export all of your highlights from one episode. So that was pretty cool, right? Copy, paste it where needed. So I had sent in a request, hey, is there any way that you guys could connect with Readwise? Because, I use Readwise for just about everything. I bring in content from places like Instapaper, Kindle, whatever it is. And then it goes there, and from there into my other places. For primarily, it's Rome. For other people, it's Notion, maybe Evernote. And so I heard back from Memento after a couple of weeks, and they said, hey, we've integrated with Readwise. So I was like, boom, this is great. This means I can do it. So this is going to be the, sharing a screen on a screen. Just wanted to give this quick update. So you can go in and you click on the little gear icon, and you can see that there's a Readwise connection. All you have to do is click on that and enter your Readwise information into there so that they can connect. And really, it's about as easy as that. So started working. I started testing it immediately, and right away it worked. It was great. Had some podcast notes into Rome, and then I can go in and clean those up because it's a transcript. It's not perfect. And so one of the most requested things now on my end is to get timestamps with that. So I replied back, said, hey, this is great. This is a huge step forward. The one big thing I'd like to see is timestamps so that I can go back, whether it's on my phone or click the link to the podcast when I'm back on my computer and do some editing, right, of going and seeing exactly what they were saying, or maybe add notes, which you can also do in app. If you want to, you can get a transcript, right? You hit the button in the app, it does the transcription for you. After a little bit of time, it appears and you can add a note to that, and that also gets exported. But a lot of times I just want to hit the button real quick for something that I want to jog my memory about or write down later, and then get to it at a later point. So fantastic to see this update. Again, for those of you who maybe haven't used Airr, and I haven't had a chance to use it, I think this was really, Airr was the first app I at least knew about where you could, do something like this, where get a highlight or a segment transcribed and then have that connected to these other apps. But that's been iOS only. And so now seeing this coming through has been really cool. And I really like this for, walking around, maybe riding in the car or, playing whatever it is. This is really nice to have that, to just click a button, get a transcript of that important part, and then have that now, of course, be automated out. I don't have to remember to go back into the app or do anything like that. So if you have any questions about how this works, please let me know. I'm definitely going to be using this more moving forward, and really liking it so far. Again, the automation working great. Really happy with this. So now I can add kind of podcast into the more automated workflow of kind of management of the information from podcasts. So anyways, that's it. Hopefully you give it a shot. I don't know what the plans are. I'm going to be interviewing the creator of Memento I believe in September, on the Productivity Academy podcast, which if you haven't checked those out, you can find them on the website, productivity.academy. Up top, you'll see podcast. Just click on that. You can check out episodes. So he will be coming on the podcast on September. So interested to find out some more about the app itself, and also how he does things in terms of time management, projects, things like that. So that's it for today. Have a good one.